Yeti coolers are leaders of the pack in the cooler market. They are durable, well designed, and come with an impressive 5-year warranty. However, their popularity has encouraged new cooler brands to create options for buyers looking for coolers like Yeti, but cheaper or similarly priced but better. Whether you're looking for an ice chest, a rotomolded cooler, or a soft cooler bag, we've researched and found the best Yeti alternatives on the market, as well as a couple you should avoid. Here are the freshness.com reviews of the 8 best Yeti alternative coolers, plus the 2 worst to avoid. Ice chests and rotomolded coolers like Yeti. Coming in at number 1, the Orca coolers. Best Orca versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. Although they have similar prices, Orca products are definitely the best Yeti alternatives and even outrun their main competitor. When we compared the best Yeti versus Yeti alternative cooler, we discovered the 20-quart model to be a point of contrast. The Orca 20 seafoam cooler is slightly cheaper than the Yeti Brody 20 cooler. It's more compact, but weighs 2 pounds more. While the design differences are few and insignificant, and both coolers are pretty durable, Orca products are made entirely in the US, while some parts of the Yeti cooler are made in China and Philippines. Moreover, Orca products come with a lifetime warranty, which exceeds by far the 5 years available for Yeti. Finally, and most importantly, according to several ice test challenges, Orca coolers have a reputation of holding ice longer than Yeti coolers. This could mean a lot when you go fishing or are in need of a cooler for camping in order to keep your beverages and foods cold. Whether you prefer the 20, 26, 40, 58, 75, or 140 quarts version, your Orca cooler will not disappoint. Coming in at number 2, the Arctic coolers review, the best Arctic versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. Is Arctic really as good as Yeti? Hard to say. What we know for sure is that many buyers and specialists deem Arctic coolers as the best Yeti alternative, despite the fact that the brand lost significant ground when the manufacturer reduced their warranty period. Recommended to be used as benches, step stools, tabletops, and cutting boards as well, Arctic coolers remain some of the most durable and practical products in their category. They used to have 2 weaknesses. One was the unsealed gasket, but the manufacturer replaced it with a new one that provides flawless airtight sealing. The second one, still valid today, is the not so attractive design. However, the rougher lines should not impact your outdoor adventures, considering that your beverage, food, or fish will remain cold for longer than a Yeti could hold them. Perhaps the best Arctic versus Yeti alternative cooler is the 45-quart model. It's slightly cheaper than its Yeti Tundra counterpart, of similar size and of slightly higher weight. Additionally, the Arctic 45-quart cooler manages to hold ice for longer in similar circumstances. That should definitely count for something. Coming in at number 3, Nice Coolers review, the best Nice versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. If someone were to clone Yeti coolers, chances are the results would look just like Nice products. The same design, the same dimensions, and the same 5-year warranty. However, one important detail tilts the balance. The best Nice versus Yeti alternative cooler, the Nice 75-quart model, costs less than half compared to its main competitor, the Yeti Tundra 75. This alone makes it the best Yeti alternative price-wise. Despite the incredibly low prices, Nice coolers are made of similar materials and have valuable features: negative pressure gasket, pressure release button, bottle opener, cup holder, double-walled insulation, lid measuring ruler, and more. Depending on where you go camping, you may care to know that ice coolers are bear resistant too. Therefore, if a hungry bear craves your lunch or your freshly caught fish, the cooler will keep it safe. The only weakness seems to be the drain plug, which looks bad by some accounts and even had a hole in one case. Can you live with this fault for Yeti alternatives and Yeti capabilities at half the price? Coming in at number 4, the Angle Coolers review, the best Angle versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. If you don't care much about bells and whistles, angle coolers could be the best Yeti alternatives you'll find. Compared to high-end coolers like Yeti, Orca, or Arctic, they do not have bottle openers, cup holders, or fancy details. However, giving them up will save you at least $100 or perhaps more. The best angle versus Yeti alternative cooler seems to be the ENG 123 Rotomolded cooler. Leaving the already explained price difference aside, this model holds ice for up to 10 days. It will surely exceed the performance of the Yeti Tundra 110 with at least 1 or 2 days due to its 2-inch polyurethane insulation. Bear resistant according to its IGBC certification, it has the seamless, unbreakable construction of whitewater kayaks. Its gaskets are airtight, made of silicone, and it has marine-grade compression latches. The material is made of is UV resistant as well. With such a sturdy and practical build, who cares if it can open bottles or hold cups? And now, one to avoid. Frostbite Coolers Review, the Frostbite versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. When you see the attractive prices and the sturdy designs of these Frostbite coolers, you expect them to be a worthwhile alternative to Yeti coolers. Unfortunately, they are not. They are indeed built of rotomolded FDA-grade polyurethane, and you can use them both as step stools or cutting boards. Unfortunately, that's about all you can do. They don't come anywhere close to Yeti coolers in terms of ice holding abilities. Moreover, many of them are delivered with a faulty drain plug, or the part in question breaks down after a couple of uses and leaves the cooler leaking. Unless you don't mind drinking warm beverages or your food spoiled by the heat, you should avoid this Yeti alternative cooler. You're better off spending a few more bucks on one of the much more reliable options presented above. Now, for the soft-sided coolers that are like Yeti. Coming in at number 1, the Pelican Coolers Review, the best Pelican versus Yeti alternative coolers comparison. According to our research, Pelican Brands offers the best Yeti alternative soft-sided cooler. While Pelican is already famous for its quality, durability, and stylish design of their products are slightly cheaper than their main competitors. If you consider the Pelican Elite 12-can soft cooler as the best Pelican versus Yeti alternative cooler, you'll realize it's approximately 10% cheaper. The two coolers have similar dimensions and comparative designs. However, the Pelican is about 50% lighter than its main competitor, which brings it valuable points with those planning long trips where each extra pound counts. It also seems able to hold ice for longer, which is impressive, especially for its dark, warmth-attracting color. Its ice retention time makes it a great beach cooler. To get even better results, consider buying a lighter cooler or covering it with a white cloth. Your Pelican Elite Soft Cooler will surely not disappoint you. Coming in at number 2, the Grizzly Coolers Review, the best Grizzly versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. The best Yeti alternative soft coolers for those who are on a limited budget or favor bargains are the Grizzly Drifter coolers, especially the Grizzly Drifter 20-quart cooler. At only half the price of coolers like Yeti, Orca, or Pelican, even the lower capacity ones like the 12-can model discussed above, this cooler is quite sturdy and reliable. The ballistic, polyester shell, and waterproof ripstop confirm it. Although a little heavier than Yeti, it's also more stable and easier to use and transport. You can store foods and drinks in it without worrying that the ice may melt or the cooler will start leaking. It's also very comfortable to hold and carry around. When the weather is hot, you should expect some mild condensation, but it's normal and common to most coolers. Also, it may help to cover it with a white cloth or towel if you plan on leaving it in the sun, as you already know that dark colors draw heat. Coming in at number 3, the Igloo Coolers Review, the best Igloo versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. For those who are fond of backpack coolers but would rather avoid spending hundreds of dollars on Yeti hopper backflip, the best Igloo versus Yeti alternative could be an Igloo Max Cold backpack. You have no reason not to take a closer look considering that it costs approximately 15% of the price of its main competitor. As you're about to discover, Max Cold coolers are made of top-grade materials and have very stylish designs. They have a zippered top compartment made of EVA and adjustable straps padded with air mesh for increased comfort. The leak-resistant linear has antimicrobial properties as well. Your Max Cold backpack may not be the best Yeti alternative soft cooler option, but it will surely keep your food and drinks cold for the day. Coming in at number 4, the Coleman Coolers Review, the best Coleman versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. A viable alternative to coolers like Yeti Hopper 2 portable, Coleman coolers are lighter and more compact. They're also 10 times cheaper than their competitor, so you have no reason not to give them a chance. Hundreds of users testify to their efficiency and worthiness, so you risk nothing. Just be careful with the zipper, don't pull it too hard or it may break, and expect some moisture from condensation at the bottom of the bag. The good news is that even if something happens to the bag, you can always replace it and still enjoy considerable savings. And now for the soft-sided cooler to avoid. Ozark Coolers Review, the Ozark versus Yeti alternative cooler comparison. This is probably the worst Yeti alternative on the market for the 24 cans version. While its price is comparable to that of Yeti Hopper 2, it does not seem worth the price. The ice in it melts fast and starts leaking from the inside out. Moreover, the zip has been known to break down with ease, leaving your food and beverages exposed to hot weather and insects. Despite the stylish front pocket and handy bottle opener, this Ozark cooler does not live up to its claims, so you should avoid spending any money on it. It's not even waterproof, and if you check out the above alternatives, one will surely meet your needs and at a more affordable price, for sure. Our final thoughts on buying one of the best Yeti alternative coolers. Now that you know more about coolers like Yeti, choosing the best Yeti alternative for your needs should be easy. Carefully assess those needs, reconsider each of these reviews, and if you have to, you may find an appealing option. Whether you'll save a great deal of money or you'll receive more in terms of feature and performance with these alternatives to Yeti, you can bet you'll be happy with your decision and enjoy your new cooler for years to come.